Hey everyone, it's Len from 1A Auto. I want to go over something with you real quick today. You might find yourself in a little bit of a jam. Maybe you're doing a job where you take off some lug nuts or any other type of bolt or nut, and you'll find that the threads, either on the inside or the outside, depending on the application you're working on, have been a little stripped. Maybe you tried zipping it on with an air gun without starting it on a couple threads first, or maybe they're just gunked up. Anything's possible. So what I would actually like to do is I'd like to mention to you about something called rethreading. You can use a small bit like a rethreader, or you could even use a tap and die if you have that. For this particular application, I'm working on 2010 Nissan Altima. I'm going to be rethreading these lug nut threads because I noticed that some of them were going on a little hard. First, what I like to do is I'm going to clean this out with a little bit of brake cleaner. So you're going to wear your safety glasses. Bring our bucket over. Being very careful not to spray this towards my eye like this. It's going to come back. It's under pressure. So we'll just go like this. Just give it a little bit. Clean it out. I'm going to do the same for all 5. This one I can tell is really gunked up inside. That one's going to be a good one to clean. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my rethreader, make sure that I have the right size. You can compare this to the stud that you're working on, or if you do have a lug nut that's still in good condition, you can try to thread it in a couple threads. Just make sure it goes in. I'm going to try a different lug nut because this one's going to need it. Last one. All right, so I know that this is the right thread now, seeing as in it worked in the last one that I tried. Aiming away from my face and over a mat of some sort. You don't want this on your garage floor, your grass, anything really. You can just try to work it in, go back and forth. If it's stiff like it's going to be on the others, we'll just use the wrenches. For this application, it's a 21 millimeter and a 13 millimeter. That one should be pretty good. I'll put it aside so I can clean it again. I'm going to grab another one that I know is a little stiff, put it in a little bit of penetrant, see if I can get it started. Okay. Hold one side with a wrench. I'm going to turn it to the right. I'm going to try to tighten this right in. It's going to be stiff. That's okay. That's what we're here for. Oh yeah. Look at all that gunk coming out. Just try to work it back and forth. You can bring it all the way down to the end if you want, but I could feel that it loosened right up once I got past where the threads of the stud were. Now I'm going to loosen this up, turning to the left, counterclockwise. Take a peek inside. Looks pretty good. I'm going to set it aside so I can hit that with some parts cleaner again. Moving on, I'm going to do the same thing for all 5 of these lug nuts. All right, now that we got these threads all cleaned up with our lubricant and our thread rethreader, I'm going to use a little bit more parts cleaner or brake cleaner. I'm going to be very careful, making sure that I'm wearing gloves, safety glasses. I'm going to spray this in. As you can see, I spray things out, and stuff comes out. Spray things in and stuff comes out. So we want to make sure that's not aiming at our face. There's one. Couple blasts. 2. And so on for all 5. Just make sure it's as clean as possible. You can take a peek inside, make sure there's no gunk or corrosion. That would have been the probable cause of the original issue. A little bit of rust probably in there from moisture. Ooh, yeah, that was a nasty one. All right, now that I got these cleaned out with the parts cleaner, I'm just going to check it again with the rethreader. Oh yeah, love it. Way to go, Len. 1. Just check all 5 while we're here. That one's a little stiff. What we can do is we can just hit it again. We shouldn't need both wrenches for this. Just drive it in. In and out, in and out. Can be a little stiff, that's okay. It's not going to bind anything on the car. There we go. I'm just going in and out with it. Just trying to make sure all those threads in there are nice and clean. That's the purpose for doing this before we could try driving it back onto the car. Just back and forth, back and forth. There we go. Just continue that with all of them. Once you feel like they're all good, we can go ahead and throw them onto our wheel bearing studs.
Thanks for watching. Visit 1AAuto.com for quality auto parts shipped to your door, the place for DIY auto repair. And if you enjoyed this video, please click the subscribe button.